Just send to my handphone.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today we have Mr. Eddy Sim, and we welcome you to Property Mart's Fireside Chat. And this is the inaugural chat, and I think it's a topic that's actually going to be superbly important right now, especially when it's due to the end of the moratorium that's ending at midnight tonight. And for those who actually have questions with regard to what happens to post-moratorium in terms of how they manage their finances and how they manage their debt, I think it's superbly important to have the correct advice. So today we have Mr. Eddy Sim. He's a senior trainer for debt management and marketing head for iMortgage2You. Now, this organization is very unique and also very, very important in the work that they do, because they help Malaysians to actually overcome their debt challenges. And prior to actually becoming the senior trainer for debt management as well as the marketing head for iMortgage2You, Eddy Sim has been an entrepreneur throughout his whole life. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Eddy, can you just tell us a little bit about your previous life before iMortgage2You, so that we can actually have a sense as to what you've been doing before this?
Sure, Ernest. Well, first of all, thank you, Ernest, for having me here in your talk show. And then, first of all, for the audience to spend a bit of time here to understand a bit more of where I come from and how actually we can help you solve your problem or whatever that you're facing now. Now, myself, for the last 17 years, I have been a wellness presenter. 80% of my time I spend with cancer patients. I spend a lot of time with cancer people. Almost every day I would go to the hospital, and most of the time, a lot of cancer people came to me at the last stage, and then from there I help turn things around. All very simple. It is all very simple, common sense, turning their shits into fertilizer. Okay, have you heard about this turning their shits into fertilizer?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I must tell you this story. This turning shits into fertilizer. Why? The reason is like this. For the last 17 years, I've been doing wellness. Health, turning cancer around. Myself, turning cancer around. Okay, and I'm not a medical doctor, but my expertise in this is 17 years. Okay, in the alternative treatment. Then from here, eventually I developed into one of my students who's the founder of iMortgage2You, and from here he also have something called turning shits into fertilizer. What is it? Turning bad debts into growing wealth. So what is bad debts? Bad debts means cancer. So you must turn that around. You see, so a lot of people don't have this kind of concept. So years ago, I have this workshop. Okay, this workshop. So there's a group of 15 people in my workshop. So in these 15 people here, then there's a husband and wife. So they had a fight, and both went to my workshop, which was in PD, and they went there separately. So the wife arrived first, and the husband came later. But by 7 o'clock, my class started at 8:30 at night on the first day, and by 7 o'clock, the husband haven't arrived. So the wife started to call the husband and said, "Hey, where are you? Do you know what PD is or not? At 7 o'clock already, we start at 8:30. Then he said, "Of course I know where PD is, as if I do not know where PD is. You mad. Then of course, I can hear that, in their phone. So from there, what happened is he ended in Malacca. He ended up in Malacca. Okay. Wow. So by the time he reached my class, it was 9:30. The first break was coming up. So he came in, angry man, cross hand and look one side. Okay? Don't want to look at his wife. So by 9:30, my first break coming up, I said, "Okay, thank you for the first session. Is there anything you would like to bring up or you want to ask?" He quickly raised up his hand. "Sir, there's something I would like to voice out." Wow, Mr. Wiseman. Even though I'm late, I'm very observant. The moment I come in, I look at all this I know what this is all about. I know what you're teaching already, and I know what happened to these people. Wow.
Okay.
好犀利咗啦. So he said, Sir, when I look at these three group of people, this group of people are full of shit. I see this group of people are also full of shit. My group of people which you assign to are also full of shit. And I admit that I am the shittest of them all.
Okay.
But sir, when I look at you, I think you are the king of shit. For you to be able to teach us, you must be the master of all shit.
Okay. Okay.
So, and what happened? I said, thank you, sir. What you say is correct. These people are full of shit. And these people are also full of shit. Your group of people are also full of shit. And you, as you say, which I agree, are the shittest among them all. And like you think I am the master of all shit. But do you know, sir, the difference between your shit and my shit is you are still full of shit. And I've turned my shit into fertilizer and grew my big oak tree. I laugh at him and I bow to him. Thank you, my grand master Sifu. After that, he and I become good friends already.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to share here tonight to you all, the audience, if you are listening, once upon a time, we are lost. We once were lost, now am found. We all went through the tunnel, the dark tunnel of life. We all went through shit of life. All right? Now, the pandemic, the crisis, is it shit? Definitely. We are into debts. We cannot pay now. The moratorium whatsoever. You know, we are into deep shit. So it is about time you start to turn it into fertilizer. So the difference between your shit and my shit is you are still full of shit. And don't do that. Start to turn shits into fertilizer. And that is the beginning of my introduction and what I can offer you tonight.
Can I ask you, when you look at the moratorium when it first started, what were your thoughts about it? I mean, did you think that it was a good move, or do you think that there was a move that was actually going to help most Malaysians? And because it's been running for 6 months, do you think that most Malaysians have learned to become more financially disciplined come 12 o'clock tonight?
I laugh again. Because sometimes when I see a lot of people, you know, the mentality, full of shit means full of shit. I'm sorry to say that, okay? But I don't blame you, okay? You are lost. I don't blame you. You are lost. You do not know what to do. But from here, you must understand the moratorium is something very good that help the people. It does. It really does help the people. You know how many months down the track? Okay, 9 months coming up, you know, which is extended to December. So it is actually something that is helping our people, helping we fellow Malaysians. You see, but a lot of time we are ignorant. You know, we think that just like nothing really slapped us. Yes, we may feel a bit of this and that, but nothing really slapped us. Okay, so when it comes to tonight, what happened from here now? Excuse me. When it comes to after tonight, what happened from here now? A lot of people start to get panic. I get this left, right, and center, start to get panic. The moratorium is good. You see, the moratorium is good. But after that, you must always remember, you still need to pay. Excuse me. Somehow my nose. You still need to pay. You must always remember, doesn't matter is prolonged for how long, you still need to pay. Okay? So what happened from here now? Okay, so
To ask you the question, I mean, if for instance you have already gotten this 6 months of moratorium already, and presumably you've also been quite disciplined, then you've saved your money on the side so that you can repay as of October 1st onwards. For those obviously who are applying for the 3-month extension, if they've had challenges with their income, I think this is something that they will still have an extension for. But by and large, Eddie, can I ask you, how do you turn debt into something that can work for them, especially now with
into fertilizer?
into fertilizer? Yeah, especially now when things are becoming more challenging. How can they look at debt, and how can they look for help when they need to actually have an advisor? Now, you were saying something which is very exciting, and I'll just share with you why I said that. When I'm sick, I go to the doctors. When I go to the doctors, the doctor just can't just look at me only. Where's the data? What does he review or she review to make sure that she or he gives me the correct diagnosis? I mean, for financing, I think it's quite clear. You have your CTOS, your secrets report. That's, I think, a very good start to know where you stand. But if you don't know how to read it, what can someone do? What can they do to have the best advice to get them out of this situation? What would you advise?
Okay. When it comes to that, first of all, I must let everyone understand that an extension to the moratorium effect, don't play really. After tonight, 12 o'clock, you will miss it definitely. But for those who have missed it, it is not the end of the world. The first thing you need to quickly go back and to negotiate with your bank. Talk to your bank. You have to, whether you like it or not. Okay, talk to your bank. And if you can't talk to your bank, the other option, which is actually an instant solution, a faster solution for you, is come and talk to us. Okay, come and talk to us. I mortgage to you. We are a platform, a fintech platform that help you to look through everything, loan eligibility, analysis and strategies of whatever is your portfolio. It is about your debt portfolio. Okay, a lot of time we talk about financial planning on growing wealth and things like that. Now what you need is your debt portfolio. It is not going to the loan shark. It is not, getting another personal loan, etc. This doesn't help. You need a proper debt portfolio and an advisors from us to give you the advice on where you stand. Like what Ernest asked me just now. You see, when you are sick in my industry, okay, when you are sick, you go to the doctor. And when you go to the doctor, what do? The doctor, they first give you a body health check. Because they need to know, they need to identify what is wrong with your body. What is the root cause? Where does it all come from? This is the one thing they need to identify. Sometimes, you may think it's this, but it's actually the other side. So by looking at your body health check, the doctor will be able to prescribe, will be able to analyze and strategize something for you. And after that, they will be able to strategize, a healthy blueprint for you. You see, what are the things that you can instantly do so that you get out of your ill health? Same with the financial. You need your financial health check. Okay, you need your financial health check. You can do your financial health check with us. I mortgage to you. And from here, what we do is we give you a one-to-one advisory service from our certified financial planner. Okay, our debt advisors are all financial certified. That is one criteria that we have because they need to look at debts as well. So from there, they see what happened. Then they will know from A to Z where is actually the hole. Sometimes you do not know. You think that you're okay. You think that the angle that you look at is correct. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to tell you that if you are that good, you won't be in deep shit right now. So understand your shit. Let the proper advisors to look at your CTOS report, your secrets report, etc. and look at the full picture. It's not just that report. Look at the full picture. What are your incomes that come in and what is going out and what do you have in hand and what are the strategies ahead? What is coming up for you now? What are the regulations now? You see, what are the the interest, the available things that is going on right now, which can eventually strategize your situation right now in order for you to overcome your shits of life, your financial shits. I always like to use the word shit because I think this is something that I want to really hit the audience. Not that I love to, because I need you to put this inside. First of all, don't panic. Don't jump here, jump there, jump here, jump there. First of all, get yourself a financial health check. It is like you going for a body health check. And funny enough, a lot of people have got this common sense. I'm sick, I go for a body checkup, health check. Yeah, I see a doctor. But when they are in this situation, when they are financially sick, having a flu financially because of the pandemic, they do not know where to go to. Okay? And the hilarious part is they turn to their friend. They ask their friend who is not even in the debt advisory industry. So clever. Okay.
Eddy, can I just ask you, can I just stop you there and ask you, when you say that they talk to their friends, now there may be some people who have some experience. There may be some people who may have gone through this before as well. If this situation was maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years, or even the last recession, do you think that the advice that you are giving is going to be different from that? Is it the most current? Yeah, so they have to arm themselves with the most current, whatever latest information, right?
Correct.
I always tell my...
Let me give you this very quick example. You said about this current scenario, right?
Yeah.
COVID-19, the word COVID-19 has been in the civilization for many years already. The word COVID. If you look at years ago, COVID is there. COVID is a flu. COVID, it is there. If you are asking any person to give you advice from the understanding of COVID 5-10 years ago to give about the advice of COVID now, do you think you're going to get the updated COVID answer?
Right.
See, you get what I mean now?
Yeah.
That is why now at this point of time you need to have your health check. I don't care whether you have your health check like before the MCO. Is completely a different ball game right now.
So, Eddy, can I ask you, if someone needs assistance and they need help, what's the first step that they need to do before they come and reach out to you, or they reach out to any financial consultant that they may have? But obviously, iMortgage, because of the experience that you guys have and how many hundreds of people and thousands of people you've helped, you definitely know what you guys are talking about. So what do they need to do first?
First of all, very simple. I believe, for you to listen to this talk, you know that your situation, you're already upfront with yourself now. That's one thing for sure. And I congratulate you for that, because a lot of people are still, they don't want to know. Okay. So you're already upfront there. Of course, here, definitely, I strongly recommend what I do. iMortgage to you, come with us, because it is a one-stop solution platform that actually come from A to Z. Okay, so the first step that you need to do is to have your financial health check. Nothing more, nothing less. A financial health check. Come to us and let us advise you.
Wait. When you say come to us with the health check already, what do they do? I mean, like, first thing they do is pick up the phone call.
Download it. Download your own CTOS report from our platform. Simple as that. Because we give you a comprehensive analysis from the platform out. Okay, from our system, from our iMortgage to you system. And then from there, the appointment system, it is all done via the iMortgage to you system from us. You see? So that, because, every day there are a lot of people coming to sick. So that's why the appointment system is, has to go through from the iMortgage to you system. So you have to come and, how to say, just come to us first. We'll do all the report for you. First of all, you must pay our first step to come to us. That's what
Eddy,
you do.
Is it expensive to download your report? Is it expensive to use your consultation services? Maybe that could be something that they are afraid of as well.
Okay, now very simple. To download, you need to download the report, the CTOS report. Okay, the CTOS report from our platform. And usually, if you go to Bank Negara, it is free of charge. But you have to drive there. Yeah, there's no parking. You may get fined. Then another way is you download direct, which is 25 ringgit 90 cent. You download from us, it is 20 ringgit. That's all. It's much cheaper. And on top of that, we have an extra service for you, which is to give you an advice, to help you analyze and strategize. Okay, whatever strategy that we come out for you, whether you want to take it or not, it doesn't really matter. Most important is you. Do you want to do something for yourself? That is most important. Doesn't matter if you owe the bank a lot of money. Doesn't matter you have got, let's say, credit cards. Okay, you owe 200,000. Let's say you owe the credit card and you are unable to pay. By the way, Malaysia, I don't know, the top number 1, number 2, number 3 in the whole Asia, the credit card debts. Okay, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So you see, when I throw this out, definitely almost everyone are having credit card debts, debt trap. And then extension from there, not just credit card. Now they have personal loans, personal loan piling up on top of the credit card. So what happened from here now? You can't pay. It's 18% per annum. Yes, the moratorium or whatsoever, your car loan, everything is going to delay. But what happened after that? After the moratorium, after tomorrow, a lot of places definitely they're going to downsize one more time. When they're going to downsize, let me tell you, I do not know. God save us all. So I hope today I can cry out to all of you, quickly come in to get your health check done, so that you understand where you stand, so that from there you start to strategize something, survive this storm. After you survive this storm, if you are able to survive this storm, after the storm, everything is going shoo all the way up. This is where you start to plant your big oak tree.
So what you're saying is that first get the best advice.
Correct. First get the best advice.
Second, after you get the best advice, decide for yourself what to do next.
Correct.
So I guess this is to include the example you told us before with regard to turning cancer into shit. It is basically when you take the advice, you cannot self-medicate because you yourself may not know what to do next. Don't panic. Don't panic. Yeah, and get the best advice, and then from the best advice, evaluate which is the one that's best for you in order for you to navigate your way through. Is that what I'm getting from you, Eddy?
Correct. Put it that way. What we do here from our iMortgage to You system, okay, we work in with Koperasi Hartanah Pengurusan Selangor Berhad, or HATA. Okay, we help people turn bad debts into good debts into growing wealth. This is what we do. You are having bad debts. That is a fact. What is bad debts? Do you know what bad debt is? Bad debt means unmanageable debt, unsecured loan. You cannot manage. Credit cards, personal loan, your car. Okay, already cannot breathe already. What is good debts? Good debts means something that's got investment value. Okay, something you leverage on. A lot of people do not know how to use good debts, or they misuse it. So this is where we come in to help you. Okay, so let's say if you are all filled up with all this bad debt, you cannot breathe. Okay, I would say this is your last chance lah. Okay, your last chance before you actually, being declared AKPK or bankruptcy. There's a last resort. So from here, the solution, we are a solution provider, iMortgage to You, from A to Z. We provide you with the solution. Your bad debts, we look at it, we analyze and strategize, look at your debt portfolio. From there, we turn your bad debts. Debt is always debts. You have to pay. It won't evaporate. But the difference is, since you have to pay, what is the strategy for you to bring down your monthly commitment at the same time paying for something that is called good debts, something that has got a return? You see, that is the difference. With an 18% per annum, 10% per annum credit cards and personal loan debts, or even car, once you complete paying it, let's say 3-5 years, what do you get? Nothing. Even now, the moratorium extend, let's say even if you extend by December, you think you don't need to pay, you still need to pay, and what happened? Compounded interest. I guess you all know that, right?
Yep.
If you extend to December, 9 months, let's say if you're paying 1,000 a month, so 9 months you don't need to pay. You really think you don't need to pay? They say 9 months no compound interest. Hello, let me tell you, after December, let's say 1st of January, it start. Okay, the interest start to rolling. You got another 9,000 ringgit on top of it to roll your interest. You see, but
Right.
if you got a choice, sometimes you can't be helped. We can't be helped because we need the cash flow, we need the extension. No choice. Okay, just that when the times are better, of course, we fill it up. So there is always another way. Another way is, how do you turn your bad debts into good debts? Then from there, how do you turn to growing wealth? That is another issue that how my advisors is going to help you. It can be, via a property investment. It can be. Okay, etc., etc. How do you use your EPF? How do you use your insurance? How do you use your property? How do you use your pay slip for now before you get retrenched? You see,
True.
so these are all the bits and pieces that everyone you should quickly look at.
Eddie, how long does the consultation take? I mean, is this something that they have to make an appointment for, or how do they do this?
Definitely, you need to make an appointment with us because our advisors are, they have to go by appointments. There's so many people to meet, and then after that, the whole process is about 1 hour. Give yourself 1 hour to look at your whole picture and things like that. After that, explain to you what happened.
Eddie, is your service offered throughout Malaysia, or are you looking only at certain locations in Malaysia?
Malaysia, throughout Malaysia, definitely not outside. Another thing is, if you like to have our service, okay, also get yourself ready so that your process, let's say, your case, it can be easily done. You want to smoothen your process, make your appointment and get a few things ready. Okay, get a few things ready. Your income documents ready. Get yourself ready. At least the information of your income documents. Your proof of income. The reason why we only want to learn, because let's say I look at your CTOS secrets report, look at all these things. Okay. Now these are the things that happen to you, but we want to see whether we can help you. We need to look at your proof of income. We cannot just say, you tell me. I can't do that. I need to look at it. You know why I need to look at it? Because bank want to look at it. Simple as that.
Do they see you first, or do they see EKPK first?
See us first.
Okay.
Best to see us first.
Okay. I guess because this is only a half an hour show, ladies and gentlemen, this is basically meant to just be very bite-sized information for you to act and for you to take advantage of. We're going to close off with maybe 1 or 2 questions. And I have one last question to ask you, Eddie. If, for instance, we undertake this service from you, can you give us a hint with regard to the charges? I mean, is the medicine more painful than the way of than getting well? Is there pain? What kind of pain can they expect?
Okay, let me tell you this. Now, talk about financially. You're already broke. You got no money. How to charge you?
Yeah, so if they are broke, then they cannot even afford your service. So I think a lot of people are very...
How to charge you? You see how to charge you? So everything, the only thing that you need to invest first up is the 20 ringgit of your report. Our advisory service is free. Okay, definitely we tell you that already, correct? So look at the whole thing here. Then after that, from there, we will look at, what can be done for you. Whether or not you want to take up the service, it doesn't really matter. Okay. From the investment, let's say, when you manage to turn it around, that is where we start to deduct from you. But we are not there to actually charge you a hand and an arm. Because now you are broke, you got no money. How to charge you?
So it's almost like a win-win.
It is a win-win.
So if I take this advice from you and I undertake the service from you, it's only upon the success that's when we get to share, and I also save myself in the end by turning my debt into asset. That's what I'm hearing from you, right?
Correct.
Eddie, is there an age limit to come and see you?
Yes, definitely. The best time to see me is between 25 to 45. 25 to 45 years old. Those 50 years old, can still help. Can. Not that cannot help. A bit more challenging. But, still come to us. Because you may be able, when we look at the whole thing, we never know. The last person that we have helped was actually 55 years old. We can help.
Okay. Eddie, I have a question that someone just pinged me. I'm going to read it to you, okay? The question here is this. I've lost my job. I have no income. I have no foreseeable income. How can you help me? I've been working for the last 26 years.
Now you lost your job, no income, which meaning no proof of income. Very simple. Be one of my referrer.
Oh, so you can make money out of it as well by helping people.
Be one of my referrer. Be one of my referrer, because I turn bad debts to good debts into growing wealth. It is a very huge market. Okay. So what you can do is be one of my referrer, and the only thing you need to do is to open your mouth. Here, I can help you turning your bad debts to good debts into growing wealth. Simple as that.
Great.
A lot of people become my referrer because they think it is something which is very easy to do. Simple as that.
Ladies and gents, I wanted to just take this opportunity to thank Eddy Sim personally again. Thank you so much for being on the show today, Eddie, and sharing your insights about turning cancer into shit, using that words. But
turning shit into fertilizer.
Sorry.
Turning cancer into shit.
Turning shit into fertilizer, correct.
Turning cancer into shit, you're still shit.
But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually going to be able to help you convert your bad debt into not just expenses that you're going to lose forever, but also into something that can grow your wealth and potentially help you get out of the situation right now in the shortest period of time possible. Most importantly, let me just recoup what Eddie mentioned. You need to arm yourself with information. You need to arm yourself with the correct advice. You need to evaluate the advice with proper advisors with you to give you the input. And lastly, you need to have a team that can actually help you guide your way through this turbulent financial situation. Would that be correct, Eddie? Any last thoughts?
Correct.
Okay. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to Fireside Chat with Mr. Eddy Sim from imortgage2you.com. Thank you so much, and join us again in the next round.
See you.
Bye-bye.